In 1948, a mysterious body was discovered on Somerton Beach, Australia, sparking one of the most enduring mysteries of the 20th century. The case of the Somerton Man, also known as the Tamam Shud case. This is a tale woven with intrigue, espionage theories, and a puzzle that has baffled experts for over 7 decades. In the early hours of December 1st, 1948, the tranquil Somerton Beach in Adelaide became the center of a perplexing mystery. A man was found lifeless, slumped against a seawall, with no identification and only a few cryptic clues to hint at his identity. The man appeared immaculate. His clothes were of high quality, yet all the labels had been meticulously removed. In his pockets were a used bus ticket and an unused railway ticket to Henley Beach, but no ID, no wallet, and no clear indication of who he was or why he was there. The only significant clue found on him was a rolled-up piece of paper hidden in a fob pocket, bearing the words Tamam Shud, Persian for ended. This phrase linked the case to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, a book of poetry that speaks about life and its inevitable end. The book from which the scrap was torn was later found in a nearby car, containing a series of undeciphered codes. These cryptic markings have since confounded cryptographers and enthusiasts alike. Could they be a final message, a secret code, or something more sinister? Despite extensive forensic analysis, the cause of death couldn't be determined, although poisoning was strongly suspected. His last meal was a pasty, but no trace of poison was found. The immaculate state of his body and the absence of any signs of struggle added layers to the mystery. The late 1940s was a period rife with espionage activities, leading some to speculate that the Somerton Man was a spy. His well-kept appearance, the cryptic code, and the meticulous removal of labels all seem to align with the covert operations of the time. Among the many twists in this case was the connection to a woman known as Jestyn. Her phone number was found in the Rubaiyat book, leading investigators to her doorstep. Jestyn, whose real name was Jo Thomson, claimed she didn't know the man, but her reactions and some inconsistencies in her statements have kept the speculations alive. In 2021, authorities exhumed the Somerton Man's body, hoping that modern DNA analysis might finally reveal his identity. Advances in genealogical research have provided new avenues to explore, potentially bringing us closer to solving this century-old enigma. Over the years, numerous theories have emerged. Was the Somerton Man a jilted lover who took his own life in a dramatic fashion? Was he an international spy silenced by enemies? Or was he simply an unfortunate individual caught in a web of circumstances beyond his control? The discovery of the Somerton Man's body on that fateful morning was the beginning of an investigative journey that continues to this day. Found by passers-by, his body was initially thought to be that of a drunken individual or someone who had fallen asleep on the beach. However, upon closer inspection by the police, it became clear that there was more to this scene than met the eye. The man's attire was peculiar: a perfectly ironed white shirt, a red, white, and blue tie, brown trousers, socks, and polished shoes. Despite the fact that he was found on a beach, his clothes were dry, indicating that he had not been in the water. Every tag and label had been removed from his clothing, an unusual detail that made identifying him impossible. He also had no hat, which was uncommon for men of that era. A used bus ticket from the city and an unused train ticket to Henley Beach were among the few items found in his pockets, adding to the mystery. Additionally, an American comb, a packet of juicy fruit chewing gum, a packet of Army Club cigarettes containing Kensitas cigarettes, and a quarter-full box of Bryant and May matches were discovered. The small piece of paper with the words Tamam Shud was rolled tightly and hidden in a fob pocket, which most people would overlook. This clue would soon become central to the case, linking it to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, an 11th century collection of poems that muse on life and mortality. The phrase Tamam Shud means ended or finished, suggesting a sense of finality. This phrase was traced back to a specific edition of the Rubaiyat, and remarkably, the very book from which this paper had been torn was later found. This book, discovered in the back seat of a car near the site where the body was found, had a curious connection to the case. Inside the book, on the back cover, was an inscrutable series of letters that appeared to be a code. Despite efforts by various experts, including those from the Australian Navy, the code remains undeciphered to this day. Theories about its meaning range from it being a simple substitution cipher to a more complex one-time pad encryption used in espionage. Adding to the intrigue, the book also contained the phone number of a local nurse named Jo Thomson, who would come to be known by the pseudonym Jestyn. When questioned by the police, Thomson claimed she did not know the deceased, but her body language and responses indicated she might know more than she was revealing. Jo Thomson's involvement introduced a personal dimension to the mystery. She was initially reluctant to speak with the police, and when shown the plaster cast of the Somerton man's face, she seemed visibly shaken, though she maintained she did not recognize him. This reaction led investigators to believe she was withholding information. Thomson's connection to the Rubaiyat was also significant. She reportedly had given a copy of this book to a man named Alfred Boxall, a lieutenant in the Australian Army. At first, it was suspected that Boxall might be the Somerton Man, but he was later found alive and well, with his copy of the Rubaiyat intact, further deepening the mystery. During the late 1940s, Australia was a hotspot for espionage activity, particularly with tensions between the West and the Soviet Union escalating into what would become the Cold War. Some theorists posit that the Somerton Man was involved in espionage, which might explain the removed labels, the indecipherable code, and the overall clandestine nature of his circumstances. The espionage theory, while compelling, is only one of many. Some believe the Somerton Man was a jilted lover, possibly driven to suicide by a broken heart. This theory is bolstered by the poetic and somewhat romantic nature of the Rubaiyat, a book often associated with themes of love and loss. Others speculate he could have been a victim of foul play, possibly poisoned in a way that left no traces, perhaps by a rare or sophisticated toxin. Despite the thoroughness of the autopsy, which included examinations by numerous experts, no definitive cause of death could be established. The pristine condition of his internal organs ruled out many common causes of death, such as heart attack or natural disease. The lack of identification, the removal of labels from his clothing, and the cryptic nature of the clues left behind have led to comparisons with spy thrillers. Theories about his identity range from being a black market trader to a down-and-out wanderer who had crossed paths with the wrong people. The mystery saw renewed interest in the 21st century, with advancements in technology offering new ways to investigate old clues. In 2021, the Somerton Man's body was exhumed for DNA analysis. Genetic genealogists are hopeful that they can trace his lineage and potentially identify him through modern forensic techniques. DNA analysis has revolutionized criminal investigations, solving cold cases and identifying unknown victims through familial DNA searches. The exhumation of the Somerton Man's body represents a significant step forward in the case, offering the best chance yet to uncover his identity. The Somerton Man case has captured the imagination of people worldwide, leading to numerous documentaries, books, and online discussions. The enigmatic nature of the case, combined with the tantalizing clues and the possibility of espionage, makes it a story that continues to intrigue and confound. Online forums and social media groups have become modern-day detective agencies where amateur sleuths and professional investigators share theories and information. The collaborative nature of these platforms has brought new perspectives and insights into the case, though it remains unsolved. As researchers continue to delve into the genetic clues left behind, there is hope that one day we might uncover the truth behind this haunting case. Until then, the Somerton Man remains a symbol of one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of our time. The case of the Somerton Man, with its blend of historical intrigue, potential espionage, and unanswered questions, serves as a reminder of the complexities and enigmas that life can present. It is a story that invites us to ponder the mysteries that lie at the edges of our understanding and challenges us to seek answers, even when they seem just out of reach. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of history's most baffling cases, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more intriguing mysteries from around the world. Share your theories in the comments below. Who do you think the Somerton Man was? Check out these other videos for more unsolved mysteries and historical enigmas. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.